Hi guys, welcome to Life is for the Living channel. If you're a new subscriber, kindly you're welcome aboard. And if you're a returning subscriber, I say thank you. Keep liking and keep sharing our content so that you can be able to see more as we upload. Now, today I want to talk about how I almost missed, a job opportunity. Actually, it's the job that brought me to Sudan the first time, not the second time. This will be another story, but it's about how I almost missed. And then, probably, if someone listens to this story, they can be able to learn one or two things about maybe not missing maybe a future opportunity. Now, how it happened is uh, the job was advertised somewhere, and then someone saw and encouraged me to apply. Now, which I did. I did submit my application, and after about like maybe 2 months, like okay, 1.5 months down the line, I had not heard anything about it, and I actually forgot about it because, of course, there's so many jobs that people have applied, and then maybe you either get a regret or you don't get a reply. You move on. So this I thought was just one of those that you would apply, and then well and good. So after like about 2 months, was just in Nairobi going about my chores. Um, and then I got a text message. All right. So when I read the text message, I couldn't like connect, because the text message was saying I was invited for a job interview at there is this hotel behind near the fire station there on Tomboya. Oh, Marble Ark Hotel. So when I read the text, uh, quickly, I was actually in a matatu. So I read the text and it didn't make sense to me because I had not applied for any hotel job. So what I did, I deleted the text. I just thought like, okay, maybe this is just one of those scammers, these random texts that we receive. So I deleted the text. Then I went about my duties. All right. So that was around 10-ish in the morning. So I did my things, and then in the evening, I was meeting with a friend of mine. Then we're just seated, and then my phone rings. So it was a strange number that I didn't have in my phone book. So upon receiving, the person on the other side asked whether I had gotten an invite to, the interview. Then I was like, okay, immediately it came to me that I had read a text, but I didn't actually like pay so much attention to it. So I deleted the text. But of course, I could not tell the person I didn't receive a text. So I told the person, no, I have not received any invite or any communication. The person told me they had sent a text to people. Then he like actually asked whether I had applied for a certain, the job, mentioned the institution. And then I said, yeah, I had put in an application, but I've not had anything from them. Because actually the text that I had received wasn't actually mentioning, the company and stuff. So since they had mentioned a hotel, I thought it was maybe a hotel job or something. So I said, no, I haven't. So I kindly requested him to like resend the text, and then the person told me like where the interview was going to be held. That was like the following day, and then he resent the text. So all right, I got the text, so I prepared. I went for the interview. Now, again, it's one of those interviews like, have you ever walked in an interview and then you think like, definitely here there's no, chance or opportunity for you and me, to make it, because there are like so many people, and then apparently it was like the people who are there, it's like people knew each other. I think I'm just among the few, or maybe I don't know if I was the only one or among the few who actually didn't know people there. So like everybody was like, I know the panelist, I know. I'm like, okay, so I'm looking around. Okay, I said anyway, since I'm here, I've got nothing to lose. So anyway, the interview started. So I remember we were seated in, we were put, like we arrived at the Marble Ark Hotel. So there was one room that all the applicants were put, and then there was another room that, they were using it for the interviews. So, in the process of just sitting at the interview, I mean, at the waiting room, like you make friends and people people kept talking to each other. So I could like eavesdrop, and then to conversations here and there. Then eventually there is this lady. Actually, there are like two ladies that we kind of struck a conversation, and then we just kept talking about, and then an interview is just like an exam, any other exam. So like we kept asking each other questions about like, what if you ask this, that, because people were many. So, and just as you wait for your turn, like that's what we were doing, just passing time. So what we had agreed is like, okay, like I remember like there was, of the two ladies that I was conversing with, like I was like the last, but no, actually I was in the middle. Like one of the ladies was to go in first, and then I, and then the other lady. So we had agreed that if this lady goes in, maybe she can come out and tell us like, like what's happening in there. So but we realized like as people were going in, like we were not seeing people coming out. So we were wondering like if people were being interviewed and they were staying inside or something. But then it happened that actually there were like two doors. There was this door that you come in through. After the interview, you go out through another door, and they make sure that you don't come back in. So like after the lady left, we're like, how come she's not coming back? And then I was called, and then I went in, and then I did the interview, and then anyway, that job like had like you know three other follow-up interviews, like the way you go and then they select people, and then you're called for another interview, and then others are dropped, and then that's how I kept making it. Eventually that's how I made it, and landed in Sudan. But then this was just a clip to show you how an opportunity can be missed. However, in my next vlog, I'm going to tell you about like the first time experiences that I got. Like some were not good, some were like funny, but then I mean it's just an experience that I had, and then probably it can help someone else, and then maybe you can learn one or two things from it. All right, until next time, goodbye.